Okay, so welcome everyone. A very amazing and a very good news. TCS NQT has been announced, and the batches that are eligible are 2019, 2020, 2021 and 2022, right? So in the case, these are the four batches that are allowed. The exam date is on 24th, 25th and 26th, right? Now, I know that a lot of you would be confused about, the change in the pattern, and then TCS is saying, different companies are allowed to use this course and all of these, right? So don't worry. In this particular video, we'll complete everything, or we'll tell you everything that is there to know about TCS NQT exam. So first, let me tell you a little background. Last year in January, we had a meeting with TCS Ion in Chennai, wherein we were kind of partnered in a way wherein we were helping TCS Ion, which is a subsidiary of TCS, which helps the different government exams like AIEEE, IIT, mains, RRB, JEE, and all bank exams, and all of these companies, these guys helped to create online infrastructure for all of these companies, because obviously lakhs and lakhs of students give exam, right? So these government agencies outsource their complete exam to TCS, and then TCS Ion, which is a subsidiary of it, conducts these exams, right? So we had a meeting last year. What these guys wanted to create was a product which was a competitor to AMCAT, CoCubes, eLitmus, and all of these companies, right? So they were like, okay, we want to create one exam, and we want that all the different Tata group of companies, TCS, all other companies, non-Tata group companies, can also hire via this exams, right? So that exam was then launched, and it was called as TCS Ion CCQT, that is TCS Ion Common Corporate Qualifier Test. Now this year what they have done is, TCS also has outsourced their exam to them, and then total TCS has merged these two things, right? So you give TCS NQT, you will get a score. Now that score will also be valid for TCS, and TCS will hire for Ninja or Digital or Innovator profile. Along with that, that same score will be used by other different companies like Tata group of companies like Tata AIG, Tata Capital, Tata Steel, non-Tata group of companies as well, which are GSW Steel, Asian Paints, RBL Bank, Kotak Mahindra, all of these, right? So these were the different companies that TCS shared us last year, that these are the companies that are hiring. Now they have merged these two exams. So TCS NQT will be, TCS CCQT is now TCS NQT, right? So that's exactly what has happened. You don't need to worry about it. So it's an added advantage for all of you that, okay, if you give TCS NQT, you are applying for TCS also. For both Ninja and Digital Profile, you're also applying for all the Tata group of companies as well, and other different companies as well, right? So it's a very added advantage. So, there's no need to be confused about it, right? So now, let's talk more about how the exam is going to be conducted. It was very important for you to understand what is the change, why NQT is a little different. So we covered that. So let's understand the recruitment process of the exam. So one small thing first that I would like to tell you, I would like to thank my team. It's 3 a.m. in the morning as of now. That is, today is the date, that is 26 September, right? And along with me, 70 other people who are working with Prep Insta are working whole night to make sure that as much as we can do for you till next morning, we can do all the videos, all the syllabus updates on the page, all the online classes update on the page. So one thing, right? So now coming back to our topic here is, so now this exam that TCS is launched, called as TCS NQT, that is National Qualifier Test, right? So in this case, this exam score will be valid for 2 years. So, but however, let's say if you do not score well in the first time, right, you can give this exam again after. So generally CCQT was conducted every 4 months. We think this NQT will also be conducted every 4 months, right? So in this case, but I would say that, okay, try your best this time also itself, because TCS will be like, okay, TCS will be hiring 25,000 people from this. But maybe next time when the new exam happens, maybe you increase your score, but that time they may not hire 25,000 students. That time maybe they will hire, let's say, 1,500 or 1,000 students, right? So in that case, it is something that you should be very adamant about, that, okay, give your best this time itself, right? So when I talk about the pattern, there are three different things. One is called as mandatory section. The second thing is called as industry NQT. The third thing that is called as subject NQT. So as of now, forget about industry NQT, forget about subject NQT. I'll cover that in this video, but forget about them for the next 2 to 3 minutes, right? So when you give this NQT exam, there are the following sections in the mandatory one, right? Which is verbal ability, which has 24 questions and 30 minutes, reasoning ability, which has 30 questions and 50 minutes, numerical ability, which has 26 questions and 40 minutes. So these are the mandatory section. Apart from that, when you fill the form, you will see, when you are filling the form, you will see a checkbox that, if you just give me a moment, that says that even though you are giving the exam, make sure that there's a particular section called as the programming section, right? Now that programming section is very, very important, and TCS says this, that TCS and many other companies mandate programming skills as the part of their eligibility criteria. Their selection process, without the subject NQT programming score, you will not be able to apply for jobs with TCS and other IT companies, right? So this additional section, which is subject NQT, is mandatory, is actually optional, but they are saying that, okay, if you want to apply for TCS, this is mandatory for you. So when you are filling the form, make sure that you click upon it and then apply for it, because if in case if you don't click on it, you will be able to give NQT exam, but in this case you will not be able to apply for IT companies. In this case you will not be able to apply for TCS. Maybe your score will be valid for mechanical companies or sales job and others as well, right? But not this one, right? So this is basically what subject NQT is. Subject NQT is like, okay, programming skills is a subject, right? Now again, so this is one. Right. Now in future, I had a call with TCS person for about 1 hour, 2 a.m. in the night, and he was good enough to speak to me because we are in good terms, right? So what that person told is, we've merged both of them, yes. So what will happen in the future is, one student give the exam, when TCS completes its hiring, we will ask students to also give another test that is called as industry NQT. Now your mandatory section, that is quants, logical, English, your scores will be generated. Apart from that, you will be giving one more section that is called as industry NQT. So mechanical people will give their mechanical industry exam, EEE people will be giving their EEE industry exam, and all of these people will be giving their respective branches exam. So after TCS result is announced, right? Now with that, you will be able to apply later on with all of these core branches or all of these branch specific companies like JSW Steel, which is a mechanical company, right? Or so civil, so they will be accepting domain score or industry scores in civil and mechanical, right? So these are the basic things. However, the scores of quants, logical and English, which will the exam for which we will give now, these will be also taken into consideration. So these scores will be valid for, let's say, GSW. Additionally, TCS will ask you, okay, give this industry NQT, which will have only one, which will basically have your branches exam papers. We will add your aptitude quants and logical and English score plus this score, and we will send it to GSW Steel, or we will send it to Bridgestone, or we will send it to RBL Bank, right? Maybe EEE people, Schneider Electric, right? So this is a very good thing, I think, that they've launched, right? So you don't have to worry about it. It's overall a better thing for all of you, right? So CCQT was a paid exam last year. You had to pay 1400 rupees. Since we were partnered with TCS, so you could also buy CCQT from our website. On our website, you know, we were selling it for lesser price than TCS. So I think it was 1000 rupees on our website. If you buy from TCS website, it was 1200 or 1400 rupees, right? So now, obviously we are not selling it anymore because TCS NQT is not being happening after this lockdown. But then it's a good thing overall that you don't have to pay. You are able to apply for TCS, and you are also able to apply for all the CCQT companies as well, right? Okay, so let's talk about the detailed syllabus of TCS this year. So one thing first, the syllabus has changed, right? So last year, if you were studying for TCS, so you were studying for the syllabus which was of TCS syllabus. But this year, since the exam is conducted by ION, right, so you will be studying from CCQT syllabus, because CCQT has been merged with TCS NQT, right? So you need to study for CCQT syllabus. So my team is working whole night and they are updating the syllabus, they are updating the questions, they are updating the online classes or the prime video courses as we speak, right? So one thing more, I'm sure that there will be a few YouTube videos which would be coming and they'll be telling you the wrong syllabus. So basically they'll be telling you the syllabus which was there on Prep Insta before today, right? And after today we'll change it to CCQT syllabus on the TCS NQT dashboard, right? So if you don't see the same syllabus that I'm going to tell you as of now, just do not trust those YouTube videos, because they don't know anything about it. They just make a YouTube video copying syllabus from Prep Insta, right? They're not partnered with any particular company. They don't know anything about it. They just, you know, record PPT and then they put a voice on that PPT and then they just upload it on YouTube, right? And for fool students, right? So now I'll tell you the syllabus, and with that syllabus you will be able to understand. So essentially CCQT syllabus. As of now, my team is working whole night to update it, right? So when I talk about the first section, that is verbal ability, right? So in the case of verbal ability, you have 24 questions, 30 minutes, right? Now, TCS only had last year reading comprehension, close test, and few grammar things. That's all. That's it. 3 topics, right? But this year, with the CCQT syllabus being updated, it would be fill in the blanks, bracket, grammar. So the first fill in the blanks type of questions would be on preposition, conjunctions, tenses, articles, and vocabulary. Then after that, sentence completion, which was not there in TCS. Then after that, TCS sentence ordering, which was not there in TCS. Then again, passage ordering, which was not there in TCS. Sentence arrangement, not there in TCS. Reading comprehension, it was there in TCS, right? Error identification, not there in TCS last time, but obviously it's going to be this year. Same thing, I'll not say it again and again what was not there in there. I'll just continue to tell you the syllabus of this year. Again, if you don't see this syllabus elsewhere on different YouTube videos or websites, they're fooling you. They don't know anything about it, right? Error identification, error correction, best expresses, synonyms, antonyms, spellings, synonyms, antonyms, word selection, right? So that is basically for verbal. When I talk about reasoning ability, so in the case of reasoning ability, which is a new section altogether, there was no reasoning section in TCS at all, right? So in the logical reasoning or reasoning ability section, you have meaningful word creation, number series of 2 types, single and analogy, blood relation, coding, decoding, ages, data sufficiency, again of 2 types, rank based logic and ages, seating arrangement, easy and complex, odd man out, distance and direction, statements and conclusion, analogy, mathematical operational arrangement, symbols and notations, right? So this is basically for your logical reasoning and which has 30 questions and 50 minutes, right? In the case of numerical ability, that is aptitude, you have 26 questions and 40 minutes, right? So in the case of that, basic. So this is more or less the same syllabus of TCS and TCS last year and this year. Speed, time, distance, permutation, combination, boards, equations, SI, CI, mixture allocation, profit and loss, time and work, divisibility, data interpretation, LCM, HCF, prime products, which is new, geometry and probability. So there's only one section in the case of quants that is new, that is geometry. In the case of English verbal, approximately 60-70% of the sections are new. In the case of logical reasoning, everything is new, right? So now when we talk about the last section, so as I told you, when you apply for TCS NQT, there's an additional section called as programming skills, right? So in that particular case, you have 1 hour. Now that programming skill section has the following things. So first, there is programming logic, which would have 10 questions. The time would be 15 minutes. Then there will be 2 coding questions. For the first coding question, you will have 15 minutes. For the second coding question, you will have 30 minutes. So 1 easy, 1 difficult. The languages that are allowed are C, C++, Java, Perl and Python 2.7. So last year TCS had Python 3. This year they are going to have Python 2.7, right? So make sure that you know about it, because I think I spoke with TCS multiple times that your Python compiler sucks, it doesn't work properly, so which is why I think they downgraded or something like that, right? So in this case, that's the whole pattern. And as I told you, once TCS results are announced, maybe you will be able to give your industry specific things later, but that is something that we'll talk about later. Obviously, once TCS results announce, everything happens. After that, it'll be happening, right? So what after when you give the exam, right? So the exam is on 24th, 25th and 26th. So once you give the exam, your score is generated, right? So based upon your scores, either you will be called for digital profile or you will be called for the ninja profile. So if you score well, you will have digital interview. If let's say you don't clear that interview, you will additionally get a ninja interview. Don't worry about it. If your score is good but not that good, in that case you will just get the ninja interview, right? So you don't need to worry about that, right? Now once TCS results are announced, interviews are completed, then again you will have later your industry test. Once you give those industry tests, other companies like all the other Tata group of companies, all the other companies will be able to will be calling you for their interviews, right? So that is the whole purpose there. Now how do you prepare for the exam, right? So all the previous year papers are available on PrepInsta. PrepInsta was the only company which had online classes for TCS, ION, CCQT. Apart from that, nobody had the online classes for CCQT, right? So one thing, I'm sure that tomorrow morning you will see that, okay, purchase a TCS course, some other website saying it. I would laugh on it. You have your TCS course, but you don't have CCQT course. You're supposed to merge those two courses together and then give it to students, right? So again, you can go ahead with our Prime Video courses. We are updating it and upgrading it as the moment you see. So you need to go ahead and buy a TCS NQT course. No need to buy CCQT course. We will update our CCQT course also, we will update our NQT course also, both of them. Don't worry about it, right? So you can go ahead and do that. All the previous year papers of CCQT and TCS also, we will merge them together. All the syllabus, we will merge them together. All the online classes, merge them together. Apart from that, we are also giving C++ and Java, C++ and data structures, nano degree courses as well. So basically you will get certification in C++ and data structures once you buy our courses, because TCS in their interview gives 20% marks to certification, which is why I say if you're a non-CSIT student, you should have certification in C, C++, Python and DSA, any two of those. If you are a CSIT student, then all of these C, C++, Java, Python and DSA is mandatory. Apart from that, you should have it in AI, IoT, machine learning, front end, back end, React, all of these, right? So if you have them, it's good, because 20% of the marks in the interview are for these certification courses. TCS values certification a lot, right? One more thing is, we see that a lot of students are like, sir, I want to give Capgemini off campus also in December. Capgemini off campus will be there, right? DXC also in December. Cognizant will be coming in November. Wipro and LTH will be coming in November. So all of these different companies are coming. I can't buy all online classes from PrepInsta. Is there any package that everything that is there on PrepInsta I get? Yes. So in that case, if you just want to prepare for TCS NQT, you go ahead with the TCS NQT Prime Video courses. If you want to prepare for other companies as well as a package, in that case, you can go ahead with the Royal Pass. So with Royal Pass, all the AMCAT, CoCubes, eLitmus, TCS and CCQT is what you get. TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Cognizant, Deloitte, Amazon, Accenture, all of these companies you get. You get nano degree certification in Python, Java, C, C++, data structures, in all 4 languages of data structures you get. You also get coupon codes for TCS, ION, CCQT, eLitmus, CoCubes, etc. Competitive programming course. We are also going to launch AI and machine learning nano degree certification course next month. We are also going to launch front end and back end in mean stack next month. So you'll get everything with it, right? I'm not sure about the prices, but we'll link both NQT Prime Video course and Royal Pass in the description of this video. Again, we have 100% refund policy, because we know our courses are that awesome that you'll never ask for it, right? So which is why you can go ahead and buy without any doubt, right? So that would be one good thing for you. So that's how you prepare. One very good thing is, every video we have this thing which all of you would know. We have the top 3 comments on each and every YouTube video. We provide with the free online classes of any company of their choice. So if you have the best doubt of something that I've forgotten to cover in the video, if you have a good experience about how Prepinsta has helped you, comment it. Our team will randomly select the best comments. In fact, we will select the top 5 comments in this video and we'll give you the online classes of your choice completely free. So that's one good thing. If you anyways have any doubts, make sure that you ask them. My team would definitely be replying. Again, I would like to thank my team. It's 3 a.m. in the morning of 26th. We are all 70 people working at Prepinsta. All of them are working the whole night for making sure this video reaches you, this video gets edited, the syllabus get updated. There are different registration process and recruitment process pages as well. This also reminds me, we've created one more video for registration process, because if you fill the form incorrectly, maybe you will not get the hall ticket and everything, right? So make sure that you watch that video also. I'm sure in the few days we'll be coming with more videos on YouTube. So a very good news for all of you. Again, I'm sure that it's a very amazing news for all of you. Make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you also join our Telegram and WhatsApp, Instagram and all of these platforms. We will share all the TCS previous year papers, and also we will share different off-campus drives of various companies happening. Thank you. All the best. Make sure that you don't forget to subscribe.